first, I wanted to apologize to the fans that I did not anatomically match the Faye Valentine character. 6 foot, double D size breast, 2-inch waist. You know, they looked everywhere for that woman and they couldn't find her. It's kind of weird. So they just went with my short ass. You know, right? You know, there was talk about, like, can you put Daniela in a time machine and maybe give her different parents and she has different genetic information to sort of make her look better? Pretty complicated. The other thing I wanted to bring up was I have to apologize that the outfit I'm wearing is not exactly what she wears in the anime. You know, we tried. But
Welcome to the ass, motherfucker!
I mean, you just hate to see it. I mean, who could have foreseen this? Who possibly, I mean, obviously all of you, but who could have foreseen taking a beloved property, making sure to give it the, what's the word for it? Reimagining, having a main actress call fans trolls and have a media circus around your show that attacks the fandom. Who could have ever suspected that this show would fail after just one season? I mean, I did. If you did, leave a like on this video. If you haven't yet, please make sure you subscribe. It's all I want for Christmas, is for you to subscribe. Flashback. Daniela Pineda, who played Faye Valentine, calls Cowboy Bebop fans trolls. Following the first look images where Daniela Pineda was revealed to look nothing like her character Faye Valentine, fans reacted and didn't like what they saw for obvious reasons. She then released a video on Instagram where she mocked fans and made fun of the reactions. Now, while speaking with Deadline, Daniela Pineda is asked about that response and calls fans trolls. It was definitely my first interaction with very, very vocal trolls. Social media gives access to pretty much anyone who wants to say anything. She says that like it's a bad thing. Although I feel like with some people, it would be disheartened. I found a way to clap back with the video that I gave, which was very cheeky and silly. No, it wasn't. You could tell you were genuinely angry. Rather than stay quiet, which is usually what everyone wants you to do, I just felt so inclined to say something that I felt like the response was definitely in the spirit of Faye. It wasn't. Also, I got Steve Blum's blessing, the voice of Spike, who backed me up. And I was like, all right, guys, I don't care what you say. If that guy backs me up, no one can say anything. The critics gave your show a 46%. Fans somewhat liked it better at 55%, giving you the coveted double rotten. I just made up that coveted double rotten award, but congratulations, you got it. Daniela Pineda in this Instagram video was extraordinarily dismissive, sarcastic, and antagonistic towards the fans. But that's not why the show failed. It was just a bad show. Now, the video of Daniela Pineda was viewed, going after fans. This one particular video has 310,000 views. My videos covering it have hundreds of thousands of views. The thousands of other YouTubers who covered it, their videos have millions of views. Do you think antagonizing an existing fandom before your show ever aired was a good idea? Probably not. This is the thing. This is the rub. When you get these Hollywood weirdos coming in and being a part of an established fandom, they must care about it. They must understand it. They must respect it. Look, you want to go do some indie film or whatever? Cool. But the thing is, when you do a Cowboy Bebop movie, live action adaptation, or you do a He-Man, Masters of the Universe, what your expectation is, the expectation of the people that are funding this, is that the existing built-in fandom will come watch your program. When the first interaction most of them have with a relatively unknown actress is antagonistic and calling them trolls, you just lost. I mean, could you imagine what an extra 100,000 viewers would have done for? I guarantee you that would have meant another season for them. There is no doubt in my mind that this video by Daniela Pineda scared off hundreds of thousands of people who would have potentially watched it. Just like Kevin Smith being a liar scared off hundreds of thousands of people who would have been willing to give the Masters of the Universe series a chance. But these people come in, they pretend they like your IP because they want your money. Just like Kevin Smith was caught in 4K saying he was never actually a fan of He-Man or Masters of the Universe, except in the press release running up to He-Man, I saw him tearly-eyed talking about how he's always been a huge He-Man fan. That's the trade-off. You can have access to our IPs, but you cannot have our fandom as a guarantee. That respect is earned. And it is possible. There are actors like Henry Cavill, for example, who took the role of Geralt in The Witcher, which starts again soon, I believe. And the dude read the books. The dude understood the product. The dude understood the role, the fandom, and everybody loved him. Even though, in my opinion, The Witcher show on Netflix is more like strong, independent women who don't need no man with a side of Geralt. Still a fine show. And one of the fastest turnarounds in recent memory, coming just 3 weeks after the series debuted on streaming platform, but to the surprise of absolutely no one who even saw a single still from the ill-fated anime, Netflix's live-action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop has officially been canceled after just one season. News of Cowboy Bebop's cancellation was first reported on December 9th by The Hollywood Reporter, who apparently learned of it from the news from insiders. As noted, the Hollywood trades outlet Insiders, the decision was made by balancing the show's viewership and cost. Nobody tuned in. Maybe you shouldn't have had this antagonistic view. Maybe you should have concerned yourself with a little bit more fan service. And yes, I am saying that Faye Valentine should have been spicier. Can you disagree with me now? Can you disagree with me, woke feminists behind the show who thought it was just that they were really saying something by covering her up? Faye Valentine's spiciness is as much a part of her character as her hair color or style or whatever it is. That is a tool she uses. And the fact that you would go out of your way to say nah, not going to do that. Okay, cool, not going to watch it. Given all that, the show holds a 55% average audience score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 4.2 on fellow review aggregate site Metacritic, coupled with the fact that the show was so bad that it was near universally panned even by mainstream media critics. It seems more than apparent that Netflix's latest attempt to bring anime to live action was not delivering the returns their combative marketing predicted. Though noted above, these returns should come as no surprise. Anyone who follows Cowboy Bebop's development, as Netflix routinely banked on Marvelifying the work. In fact, for proof of the production direction, one needed to look no further than the series' official description, which promotes the series' lead trio as snarky and needing to kick and quip their way through space. They form a scrappy, snarky crew ready to hunt down the solar system's most dangerous criminals for the right price, but they can only kick and quip their way out of so many scuffles before their past finally catch up with them. With Cowboy Bebop's cancellation, the few fans of the series that undoubtedly exist will no longer get to see Julia's plans for running the Red Dragon in Vincent's stead after ending him, nor will Netflix get a chance to adapt the storyline of Cowboy Bebop, the movie, which was set up in the series' final scene, along with the abysmal debut of Radical Edward herself. Yeah. It's so funny, too. Like, this is exactly what happens. You know, maybe instead of worrying about wokeness and covering things up and things disappearing into your various crevasses, you should have put together a good show. You see a lot of these actors expressing their disappointment on Twitter and various news outlets. Daniela Panetta posts this image. I don't really know exactly what that is. Ha 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 ha. Could have happened to worse people, but I do feel bad for fans of Cowboy Bebop. But I think you all pretty much knew that along with the terms Netflix adaptation, you knew it was going to be trash anyway. Get woke, go broke. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.